I was driving home from work one night, taking my usual route. I got out at midnight, so it was probably around 12:15 a.m. at this point. My town is pretty quiet and boring, with a lot of woods everywhere and not a lot of people or houses. I was on this road not far from my house, with a cornfield on one side and a patch of woods on the other. It was midsummer and around 75 degrees, so I had my convertible top down. I was cruising down the street, going about 50, when I heard a loud, blood-curdling woman scream come from one side of the road, but I couldn't tell which one. I brought the car to a quick halt by slamming on the brakes and listened. There was a woman's cry from the left side in the woods. She was crying for help. I got out of my car and grabbed the baton from my back seat. I walked towards the woods and called back, "Who's out there?" The woman immediately called back, "Please help me." I began to run into the woods, swiping all the twigs and bushes out of my way. I yelled out to the woman to keep screaming so I could find her. Every 10 seconds or so, she'd scream, "Help!" and I'd approach in that direction, running and screaming back. But pretty soon, I started to realize that no matter how far into the woods I went, the woman's yells didn't seem to get any closer or louder. If anything, they were always the same distance away, even though I was booking it straight in the direction of the screams. I screamed out, "Tell me where you are." About 5 seconds later, the woman once again screamed out, "Help!" I stopped in my tracks. I didn't like this. I started to feel like I was walking into some kind of trap. I turned around and started running back in the direction I came. I ran and ran until I could see the flashing headlights of my car on the side of the road beyond the trees. The whole way back, I still heard the woman's screams, but they were still the same distance away, no matter how much closer to my car I got, as if she were following me back. Was I being stalked? I got in my car and just drove out of there, completely freaked out. I called 911 to report it to the authorities in case they'd want to investigate it. I wasn't sticking around there, though. I was tired. After telling a few friends and family about the strange encounter, I was ready to move on with my life. But a week later, I saw something on the news that made me sick to my stomach. The dead body of a 30-something-year-old woman was found in the woods by a man hiking with his dog. Oddly, there were no signs of foul play. The location where the body was reported to have been found was the same general area where I heard the screams. While that patch of woods is very big, I can't help but feel that would be a huge coincidence.